Right, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody is having an amazing Christmas. I thought I'd do a little van chat between Christmas and New Year as a bit of a thank you, and also I want to do my top 5 videos of the year. So have a little bit of a think while you're watching this and let me know what's maybe been your favourite video of the year or your top 2 videos of the year. I've got a list of 5 here that we'll go through in a bit, but yeah, I've really enjoyed making content this year. Thanks for all the support, everyone that comments, likes. We've got a good group of subscribers that comment on all the videos, and it's like a little bit of a, well, it's like an online friendship, I suppose. So I'm massively grateful of that. For the people that aren't subscribed, I was so close to hitting 40,000. I don't think I'm going to do it. But if you do like the content, just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and hit the thumbs up button. Hitting that thumbs up button makes a huge difference to the videos. It helps push them far and wide. So if you can do that, and then also, as I say, drop a comment, let me know what your favourite video or maybe top 2 videos of this year. But I've got 5 that I'm going to go through. But first of all, I just want to give a bit of a roundup of the year, really. The year's been really good. I've started working with CT1 Sealant Company. They've come on board with me and massively appreciate everything they do. As always, Unilite have been the big sponsor that I've had for a good few years, and it's great that I can offer deals back to you through them, etc, etc. But yeah, I've really had some good jobs this year, and my top 5 sort of reflect that, so we'll go into that shortly. But yeah, the lead into Christmas, do you know what I've done leading into Christmas? And anyone that's a parent, I'm a grandparent. If you didn't know, I'm a grandparent. I've got 5 grandkids. I got invited to my grandson's school to read Christmas stories to the whole sort of nursery group. So there's like, I think 15 kids in the nursery group. So I got invited, bearing in mind I'm 6 foot, you know, 18 stone, big geezer with a bald head. I'm sat down on one of them little, you know, the kids' chairs that are literally this big. I look like a scene from Alf with me sat on this chair, but it was so just bucket list stuff, I suppose. It was just so heartwarming to sit there in front of a nurse and read. I think I read Chicken Licking or something like that, but I just really enjoyed doing that. So that's been quite nice leading into Christmas. And also, I've just signed for, and I'll do a video on it in the new year, just signed for a new lockup. Those that have been watching the channel for a while will know my current lockup is a bomb site, massive bomb site. And I just couldn't get my head into cleaning it out. So I signed for a new lockup, and the minute I'm racking it all out. So I will give you a bit of a glimpse into that in the new year. I did about getting a unit, but I think I mentioned it in a van chat before. But you know, I've signed for a new lockup, so that's all good and in the process of being done. Leading to Christmas, I got all the jobs done I needed to. I did get a little phone call the day before Christmas Eve from a customer of mine saying that his underfloor heating in his kitchen had packed up, and is there any chance I could go before Christmas and have a look? I said, look, to be completely honest, I've switched off. It's not that important. I'll try and get to you between Christmas and New Year. If not, be early in the new year. And I've got some good jobs coming in early in the new year as well. So possibly, depends on what the missus wants to do and the kids and whatnot. So I might go over there. It's not urgent. So, and that, I say, that's with a customer of mine that I've had for a while. So they're pretty flexible. It's all about building that relationship with a customer where they know they can lean on you and vice versa. So, right, let's get into my top 5 videos that I've made this year. In number 5, I have done them in an order actually. In number 5 was, it weren't really a plumbing video. I sort of hashed it up to be a bit of a plumbing video, but it was the video I did when I went to the Monaco Grand Prix. Fortunately, massively fortunate that a mate of mine lives in Monaco, invited me to the F1. I'm a huge F1 fan, a huge car guy. Followed F1 all my life, basically. Never ever thought I would get to go to Monaco. I've done Silverstone and Spa and whatnot, but never ever thought I'd get to do the Monaco Grand Prix. Tim invited me over, and I say he lives in Monaco. It was just an amazing few days. So what I did a little bit of a a video of me going, right, I've had a call out, got to go through, I think it was 4 countries, plane journey, train journey, and we ended up at my mate's apartment in Monaco, and I, basically pretended there was a leak under the sink. But it was just a bit of humour, bit of fun, because it was a massive highlight for me. So yeah, I know a few of you have seen that, and it was a little bit of an ad hoc video, but yeah, it was a bit of fun. So I enjoyed doing that one. Number 4 was the tool theft rally that I attended and helped, or very lightly helped to put together in London in, I think it was June. Was it August? Don't know. Middle of the year, just before the elections. We went down there and basically shut down London. Loads of tradespeople from all around the country went down there and battled to get something done about tool theft. With tradespeople's vans, we're constantly getting broken into. I'm sure there's plenty of you watching this that have had their van broken into over the years and tools stolen. We're trying to get something done about it, because not all of them, but the majority of tools are being sold through places like Facebook Marketplace, but mainly car boot sales. So what we wanted to try and push was for the ban of power tools at car boot sales, which swept through the nation. Car boot sales were turning people away with vanfuls of, I'm not talking about your uncle that's selling 2 or 3 cordless drills that he's had in the shed for years. I'm talking about the guy that's got table after table after table of Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, hundreds and hundreds of drills, clearly nicked. So we helped to push that forward. There is another one coming early in the new year, so if you want to be part of it, keep your eyes open. I will do a video on it and let you know when it is. But that was a good one. I enjoyed doing that, being part of that campaign, and basically Schweb, the gas expert who has pushed for this for years and years, is spearheading that. So hats off to Schweb for doing that. Number 3, there was a video early on in the year. We did some offices in Coventry, and I went there and first fixed it, put all the first fix pipe work in, and it was about 3 or 4 months before I went back to do the second fix on it. And we was cracking on with it, and I think I was putting a pipe around the outside of external pipe around the outside, a visible pipe around the outside of a toilet area. And I'm drilling into this tile, toilet's to the right of it, I'm drilling into this tile. As I'm drilling it and the drill's gone in my head I've gone, there's a pipe here, but it was too late. I had drilled my own pipe that I put in. I drilled a hole in it. So water gushing out everywhere. We're all human. Real World Plumbing, as I always say. I drilled my own pipes, water gushing out everywhere, had to go and turn it off, expose the pipe. Luckily, it had only gone through one side of the pipe, so I managed to, what we call blob the hole in the pipe, and save that one. So many people watched that video and went, that's not going to hold. I've blobbed pipes. Drop a comment. I've blobbed pipes. Have you ever done it? And they've been fine. Years and years and years later, they're absolutely fine. So that was I've got a list here. That was number 3. So my second favourite job of the year was having the massive opportunity to work with Brad and Phil, the Home Improvement channel. I know those boys anyway, great lads. They asked me, knowing that I'm a huge car fan, knowing that I love everything to do with cars, I watch a lot of car content on YouTube. They asked me if I wanted to go down and help do the garden paddock room for Matt Armstrong at Matt Armstrong's house. If you don't know who Matt Armstrong is, he's probably the biggest car YouTuber in the world, I'd say. So went down there, helped the boys do that, met Matt. Just being around Matt and his team, and being around Phil and Brad, the Home Improvement lads, is just, if you've ever watched any of their content, I've done a few videos with them on here, and they are like a whirlwind. They are energy turned up to 1,000. Absolute brilliant blokes. But yeah, working with Matt and doing his garden paddock room was just amazing. So that was a massive highlight of the year. And yeah, and hopefully there's a few more bits to come to do with him. So we will see in the future. But yeah, that was a huge moment for me to be part of that build. Number one, my favourite video of the year. I'm sure so many people will, I know for a fact in the comments, everybody loved this video. And because of the content in this video was something that I'd never done before, and I openly said at the start, I've never worked on this system, these sort of systems. I've never done anything. But the person who it was for even makes me smile now. Ironically, I'm about 2 miles away from this person's house. The person who it was for was David. Now, David is just an amazing human being. I don't really know how old he is. I'm going to say 80 odd, maybe early 80s. But he's a farmer, so he's massively hands-on. So what we had at David's house was he had duct air heating running all through his house. This was put in I think it was 1965, and the radiator basically works on a fan at the top, blows air down through a rad like you'd have on the front of your car into a duct system that then is piped in the floors and the walls all the way around the house. So what we had to do, we worked out there was a leak on the system somewhere, and it was on the radiator. So David asked me to go around and look at it, and I said, I don't know if I can fix it. I've never worked on it. Yeah, you can, Mark. He's that sort of a person. I'll link this in the description. In fact, no, I'll pop it up in the corner here, a link to this video. Go and watch it after you've watched this, obviously. It's brilliant. It's so good. David said, no, take it out, Mark, and we'll fix it between us. Now, he's used to fixing farm machinery and being completely hands-on with everything. And he's just an amazing person. You'll see in the video if you watch it how brilliant he is. Anyway, we managed to get this radiator out. He sent the radiator off to a car radiator place to fix it. Come back, and then I filmed the second part of it. It's all within one video. And we got it up and working and fixed it all. So, yeah, that's my number one video. David, drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know if you watched that video, because it was brilliant. If you haven't watched it, I 100% telling you to go and watch it, because it's just so good. You watch that and you smile all the way through, because David is an amazing person, and I've become very good friends with him. I've done work for him over the years, but I've become very good friends with him. He's been through a lot the last year. He lost his wife, but he's just amazing. So go and watch that. So yeah, that's my roundup. That's my top 5 videos. So drop in the comments below what has been maybe your favourite 1 or 2 videos. But as I said at the start, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. There is more plumbing content. It's not just van chats. However, I like doing the van chats, and a load of you like the van chats as well. We got a lot coming in 2025. We've got a good few jobs to start with. I've got a fair few videos that I need to get out, edited up and put out. What have we got coming up? We've got a couple of bathrooms coming up, and we may have something I teased earlier with Matt again. We may have something coming with that. Also, some other jobs with the home improvement boys. They seem to get quite good celebrity. They've done stuff for Jodie Marsh, Professor Green, I think Will Mellor, Matt Armstrong, yeah. So we'll be doing more stuff with them. But yeah, hope you've had an amazing Christmas. Hope you have a good New Year, and keep your eye out, get subscribed, keep banging on about it. We might hit 40,000. I think we're about 200 subscribers away. But no, I massively appreciate everyone watching the content that I make, and dropping in the comments and whatnot. So thanks again, thanks for watching, and roll on 2025. It's going to be a good year.